Hi all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today we're carrying on with Titanic. We've got stage 139. Got a lot more railings to pop into place. I hope they did enjoy 138. That wasn't a long video compared to 139. I can guarantee you that. But yes, we have got a lot more railings to pop into place. It is looking superb though, I must admit. They do look very effective, but we've got quite a few that we need to bend around and use these templates. These little building blocks, these shapes. Yeah, it takes me back to being a kid using them. Anyway, let's have a look at the magazine. Okay, stage 139, coming in issue 140. Wire for flags, American, Royal Mail and French flags. Pilot Jack, White Star and Blue Ensign. Flags, spaces, aft mast shrouds and final photo etch parts. Final photo etch parts? Oh, get fed up with them. What's in the news today? All about the newspapers and how people find out what was going on in the day, of course. And then we have the photo etch parts and decals. So we have template L, M, F and E, template G and H, decal sheet, two more templates L, J and F and J and H, and photo etch parts. There we go. So this is what I'm talking about before. Them kind of shapes. Looks brilliant, must admit. Yeah, there's a lot of pages of this. 2, 4. Got more decals to put in place. I do like doing the decals, I must admit. That definitely gives it a lot more detail. And there we have, there's the compass. Yeah, and it's, well, it supports bracket. That looks weird as well. Be careful taking that off as well, because you can easily snap a leg, I suppose. And here we have some of those rings on the mast, and we got to drill a hole on that funnel. Okay, look. And then more photo etch parts, and a lot more, and still more. And there we go. We end up doing more. Brilliant. Anyway, I'm sure it'll look brilliant when it's done. Just a lot to do. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. Okay, let's get the parts out. Okay, those are the parts that we received today. There are all the photo etch parts. Quite a lot. That one's going to be interesting. And these are these shaping blocks. Pop them to one side. And then we have the decals. They look to be the same, but I believe there is a difference, so you'll need to get your magnifying glass out on these. Can't really tell off that. Well, the first part we need is that one. B16 off 138L. There we go, so that is B16 off the frame. We need to pop this in between E and E and get it shaped now. There we go, that's the shape we're looking for. We can easily fix that into place afterwards, but we need to bend this end as well now. Okay, now we can bend this, get it on the fold line, and we can bend it with C. There we go. Get that into there, and there we go. We got that straight edge, just like that. Okay, let's get this on to the ship. Okay, it will go along here on the edge, and it will fit just nicely about there. So I'll get some glue onto that. Okay, we can go ahead and fit this on the inside. You just see there's a little gap, especially on this end here. There we go. Nicely glued into place. Excellent. Meets up with this other one perfectly. Brilliant stuff. Can see that all right here. Excellent. Next we need E16. This is off 138. And we need to line that up just there like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections in for that railing. And then we can pop the other F just there like that. That should give us that curvature. This goes around the funnel. Okay, that's what we got. There we go. You just see that curvature there. That's enough to get around the funnel. Now we need C to actually bend this end here. There's a forward line just here. Get that around there. And where's the other C? Pop that into there. And we can fold that. There we go. That's the shape we're after. Okay, so E16 goes on the port side of the second funnel, just along here. Now it's a bit tricky because you've got to get that corner in there and get that bend around here. And it is just on the lip on the outside of the funnel. There we go. You can see E16 in place. Excellent. Bit of a toughie, that one. Now we need to get 47 or 8 off here. Okay, did manage to get it off in the end without losing anything, thankfully. Now we need to bend these. Okay, let's shape these legs. Let's hopefully. Now these don't have any teeth, these pliers. There we go. Get that shape properly, and I'll show you where it goes on the ship in a second anyway. But basically these feet, or these legs, have to meet side by side. So just keep bending it until you get the right shape on it. There we go. That's not too bad now. Okay, now all I'm doing here is trying to create 4 legs basically. You're supposed to pop these two together so they create a single leg all the way around. Yeah, 4 legs from 8. You just keep bending it until you get the desired shape. It's not easy, I must admit, because I couldn't get my pliers exactly where I wanted initially, so I've done it partly by hand and then just fine tune it with the pliers once I've bent it over, and then once we've got them together we can actually glue these legs together and then pop it onto the deck. Okay, now I've created 3 of the legs and I've glued them together. Just glue, bit of super glue on the end there, and then we just push the 2 legs together at the end, let that set. That's combined them 8 pieces into 4 legs. There we go, that should go onto the deck quite easy now. Okay, now we can pop this into place just there, like so. We can glue the legs on the decking. There we go, that's nice and money. So it's a lot easier. Okay, now we got the platform in place, so we can put the compass on top. Nice and bonny, just like that. And the ladders should fit in the front of it, but we need to fit. There's a little gap for the ladder, there we go. But I need to find the handrails. Okay, now we got the ladders, and I'll put the handrails on. Grab the ladders, and we can pop them to there, and they will sit at the front of that platform. Just there, like that. Excellent. There we go. You can see them clearly there. Brilliant. There's the compass in place. Very fiddly, this part. Okay, so now we have some decals to put in place. There we go. You can see one here, the aft-bow deck, and the other just there. Excellent. There we go. There's another decal. That is decal A. Notice passengers are not allowed beyond this point. And there we go. There's another 2 saying exactly the same. Passengers are not allowed beyond this point. That's decal A. The ones at the aft-bow deck are decal B. Okay, now we have a V-ring to place just above A. Pliers this time. We should be able to clip this on. There we go. Flip that around and it should rest on top of the other one, or as far down as possible it will go. Well, that seems to be in place. I'll just check the position. There we go. It rests just on top of A. Now we need to drill a hole just here on this funnel, front funnel. 2.5 millimeters now from the top. There we go. A bit of a shaky hand. But that is the hole. Okay, now we need some railings off this template here. We have 4704, 4706, 4705 and 4707. Well, the first one we need is 4706. So now we need blocks J and J and 4706. There are two fold lines here, one there, and make sure that one is there, and then we can bring the other J block, and then we can use the blocks just like that. We need to do the other end now. Okay, so now we need to do the other end. There is already a crease line there, so we'll bring this around, clamp that together. There we go. That is how that is. Okay, now we need 4705, which goes there. We need blocks D to create this one. There we go, that's one end of it. We have to curve the rest of this, and we do that with H. So we can hold 4705 just in place, just there, and we can press it with H. There we go, that should give us the curvature that we're after. There we go. Once we get this in situ, I'm sure it will be fine. Well, not much of a bend on that one, to be honest, so I think we're going to have to manipulate that into place. Get it on. And there we have 4707. That's a simple one. That was with C and C. Pop that, basically just pop that there like so. There we go, press them two together. That's C and C. And then you get that little bit of a curved edge. Okay, first one that we can pop into place is 4707. That will go just here. Now I've put some glue already onto that white surround, and that sits there perfectly. Some of these railings sit on the inside, some sit on the outside. You just got to study the pictures, but you can see where the decking is concerned, there's no gaps along here. On some you'll find some gaps. Okay, now we get 4706 in position. I'm going to get one end tagged on like that, and then we'll do the rest. There we go. Managed to get it just right. Excellent. Did take a little bit of stretching out, that one. Brilliant. Let's do the next one. Now we have 4705, which will sit just alongside here, right on that lip. Okay, whilst I'm waiting for that one to set at that end, we can put 4704 in place, and that will go just here. There we go. Hard work this. Okay, let's have another go. We'll have to hold that for a few seconds. Well, there we go. What's got 4707, 4706, 4705 and 4704 just in this corner. Now I won't kid you, these took quite a while because they're just the right measurement just about. So you have to get the actual bends and the curves exactly right, especially this one, 4706. Testing my patience, that one. Okay, now we need 4701, 4709, 4702 and 4703. This is step 8. Here we have 4701. There is a curvature point just there. Use the template blocks G so we can get that effect just like that. You can see that curvature just there. Now we have 4709 and we need C block. I'm just going to bend that round like that, and then we can put that into there just like that. That's 4709. So this is 4702. We use the two J blocks. There we go. To get that shape just like that, and we just need to bend the other end. And there we go. I think that should be that way around. Yeah, we've got a bit of a kink in the middle, but I'll straighten that out. Okay, there we got 4703. Line that up. Hopefully that we've got that right this time. That looks good. Excellent. And then the other one, there we go, there's 4703. Right, we just need to position all these now onto the deck. So first of all, we'll get 4709 in place, which will go just here, straightened up. Now we need 4703 just here. Get this corner lined up. We'll let that set and then we'll get the rest done. Well, there we go, that's 4703 and 4702 in place. They just sit on the inside on the decking. Otherwise they'll be a little bit too short. So it's not always easy to see on the pictures whether they should be on the lip or on the inside. But they're both on the inside. And there we have 4701 just here. Again, that's on the inside, or on the deck I should say. Looks better on the deck and it's a lot easier to put on as well. And there we have a close-up of those 4 pieces. Excellent. There we go, those are the handrails for the little stairs. They look very effective. Okay, now we've got 5302 and we have to create some bends with this one. We use both D blocks, so we get that shape just like that for that one. Okay, so we have 5302, which is shaped something like that. I know it's a little bit squiggly, but we use blocks C and D to get the shape. Once you've got it, you can just fit it on the top of the funnel here and glue it one at a time and get it into the corners. But yeah, some of these edges, you just need to bend them again. Just bend them ever so slightly, get it straight. Will help then getting it into the corners. The blocks are alright, but they're not perfect. There we go. We'll go with something like that. Okay, now we've got 5301. We got to the 2 D blocks. The fold is there in the middle. Just press that together, and then the 2 end pieces, or 2 end joints, we can use C to bend that over. I prefer to do this by hand. There we go, that's one. And there's 2. There we go. That's 5301. That should fit nicely around that funnel. There we go. Those 2 railings, they're just sat there at the moment. I need to glue these, but you can see they don't position themselves brilliantly. That's 5301. That's positioned a lot better. Pushing it into the corners, just get some glue in it. There we go. That's 5301 in place. There we go. There's 5302 in place. So now we have 5304. Bend that there like so with D blocks, and then we use C blocks. We'll bend that over that way, like that. And then this other end, we use a C block again. We've got that right. That's the shape we're looking for. There we go. That's 5304. There we go. That's 5304. That's around the the 3rd funnel. Okay, now we have 5305, which goes around the 3rd funnel as well. We use D and C for this. So we'll get this one done first. There we go. Excellent. That's that. And then there is another. We use both D blocks for this. There we go. That's 5305. Okay, let's put 5305 in place. I'll put a little bit of glue on that there, like so. Just hold that for a second or two. Now I've had to turn the ship around for this one because it was a little bit difficult getting it on my shoulder. Although it is part of it, I've just tagged it at this end so these 2 meet nicely. Just need to give that a second and then I can tag the other end. And now we have 5303, which goes just here. Yeah, that's straightened out. Excellent. Now we move on to step 11, which is the deckhouse railing, and we need 5101, and the two blocks D and D. Now there is the fold. Turn that around, that's D. That's D, get that in the middle. There we go, that's that one. We'll do the same on this side. There we go. That's using blocks D and D. Can always tweak them later. Then 5104. Again, we use D and D. There is a crease line there, or fold line as they call them. There we go. That's a railing for the deck housing. So we'll get these in place. There we go, that's the placement of 5101 and 5104. So I'll get them glued. And there we go, that's them two in place. Just tag the corners with a bit of super glue, and the rest is straight anyway, so that's great. Okay, now we got 5103. This goes on top of the deck housing, and we just need to make a nice shape ourselves for it, rather than use it. I'll just use D block so that we can get the correct desired shape. That can go like that, and then we have another crease just there. So we can start it off like that, bring that around, and then we have one more just here. Bring that around. There we go. And we just fold, basically. There we go. Just fold it around. There we go. Make that shape. Get that straight. There we go, we need that shape anyway. There we go, that goes on top of the deck housing. It will go there, like that. So I'll manipulate the shape and get it right. There we go, that's the shape we're after. I tagged the end so as it doesn't come apart. So that's the shape we're after, and that just fits on top of there. So I'll get that glued in place. There we go, that's step 11. All nicely in place, like in Superb. Okay, so step 12, we have parts 5801 times 2, 5802 times 2, 5803 from the frame. Bend them using shape C on the templates. Glue the parts in place around the aft funnel as shown. Take 8 rails, 44, 49, and fit them to the 4 sets of steps up to the deck. Excellent. The blocks C, both blocks 138C and 138E, on 5801 on both of them. And once we've got that shape, we can pop them into place. There we go, there's 5801, 5802, 5802 here as well, and 5801 here. 5803 goes over here. Okay, now we have two more 5801 there and there, and you can see 5803 there. Looking pretty cool. Now we have 5601 and 5602. These go around the funnel. We use template block C. Let's get that lined up. Just there, like that. That's 5601 and 5602. Get that lined up, and again using the C blocks. There we go, 5601, 5602. Try and get them as 90 degrees, right angles. Use less glue then. There we go, 5601, 5602. There we go, those are the handrails for the ladders. All in place, all 8 of them. Fun and joy. Okay, up step 14, we have 6001, and we have to bend that there, like that. Pop that there like that, and do the same again on this side. There we go. Bring that together. We'll straighten that up in a minute. We also have, so there we go, we have 6001 and we have 6002. Made that with the C blocks. Okay, up 6001 goes here. Yeah, 6002 goes in there, that gap. I'll get them glued. There we go. There's the railings all around. Looking excellent. Okay, up now we've got 4901, 2 of. So we need to bend this with D and D. That goes there like that. And that we can bend with C. Okay, let's get that lined up. Get that curvature just there, just like that. There we go. We do that with both of them. And these go on to the aft of the ship. Okay, let's pop this into place. Get that bend in on that corner. There we go. That's tagged in. Do the rest in a minute. There we go. That's the first 4901 in place. There we go. That's 4901. That's 4901. Okay, no, just the crane. So now we need templates B and B. Get this into there. That should give us the shape we're looking for. That looks pretty good. We do the same with this one. There we go. Pop these onto the crane now. Okay, no, that's one crane there. And the other crane there. You can see the railing on it, no problem. Brilliant! And true to form, I missed out 5102, so I'll show you that in a minute. And the handrails for some of the 2 of the steps. So I'll show you that. 5102 goes at the front here. There we go, you can see it's missing, so I'll get that in. There we go, there's 5102. That's step 11. There we go, that's another set of handrails there, and another set over here. That is stage 139 complete. Well, there we go, guys, that is it. That is the Titanic. 139 complete. Excellent. All the railings are all in place, all the way up to the aft section, obviously. There's nothing on the well deck, but right to the back of the poop deck, and yeah, and the stern. There's nothing around there as yet. That'll be next, I would imagine, in stage 140. But this took a long time. I won't tell you exactly how long, because obviously I'll edit it down as much as I can. But yeah, it's took me virtually all day today to get it in place. The shaping with the blocks can sometimes be a little bit awkward, so I just use a separate block rather than push it into 2. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Even when you do use the blocks, you end up bending it with your fingers anyway. So it's entirely up to yourself how you do it. But the shaping is fine. I did get a little bit stuck at times whether they should be on the outside rather than the inside. Because sometimes they're a little bit longer and sometimes a bit shorter. If they're a bit shorter, pop it on the inside. But when you look at the pictures, sometimes you can't really discern what the picture is stating really. But don't say anything, but when looking at the picture you can't tell whether it's inside or outside. It looks like it's on top, but yeah, you just got to figure it out yourself sometimes. Yeah, it's all looking pretty good, I must admit. Pretty chuffed with it, yeah, even though it took hours and hours. And you won't see all that, but there we go. I've had my dinner, I've had my tea, I'm just going to have a dessert now. Anyway, there we go, so that's stage 139. If you did like that, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon for stage 140. Thanks for tuning in and watching, stay safe, bye for now.